Hi everybody, my name is Dirk Mündelein, and since some time I have this YouTube channel here where I put my guitar arrangements, solo arrangements of jazz standards and pop songs and whatever on YouTube. And some people ask me about my concept of doing solo arrangements. Well, in fact I don't have really a stable concept, something like a way I do it always. It's more that I try to find for every song and every standard, I try to find a new way or a special way to arrange it for guitar. And I don't want to make a really tutorial because there are so many tutorials on YouTube about every subject I can imagine, like scales and chords and all that stuff. And really good tutorials, so I think I should not make some more. What I will do instead is something like a making of my arrangement. So when I do arrangement, I will try to show you some ideas and some ways I think about it. And maybe it's interesting for you when you play guitar that you can create your own ideas. I start with the composition Cool Blues, a blues theme from C.Parker, a bebop theme. And when I get a new song and I start to think about how I can arrange it for guitar, at first I check the material, what I have here. So as this song, at first I have this melody, which is a riff, a blues riff, which comes 3 times actually. The next thing I have from the material is the chord progression, and it's just a totally standard jazz blues progression, and it's like this. The next step is that I try to find a key where it fits well on the guitar, and maybe I get some open strings which make it much easier to play chords and bass lines and melody together. And the other question is about the range of the melody, that it gets not too high and not too low. So I try to find a good range for this composition, and for Cool Blues I transpose it to A major, which is fine for guitar. The melody of the song is, well, a bit busy, and it should not be too slow. So it's not so easy to put chords under it all the time. So my next choice is that I try to figure a simple bass line together with the melody. And at first I check out my bass line, and it's like this. And then I put it together. And when I play the bass line and the melody, I have to figure out the right positions, but with a little practice it's possible to do it. So you see, this works quite well, and you can hear the harmonies without playing any harmonies, because the melody plays around the harmonies, and so this is together with the bass line, and you really can hear it. You can hear that it's A major. It should feel like a little band, or the idea you have a duo here. You have a bass player and you have a saxophone player, and they both play together. That's the idea. The next thing is that I try to find place where I put some harmonies, which is not so easy here, but I found some places where I can put some chords on. For solo playing and improvise over this piece, when I have nobody to play chords behind me, the simplest idea is that I play melodies around chord tones. And when I do this, you hear the chords and you hear the chord progressions without that anybody has to play it. So, for example, like. Well, and that's it. It's not so complicated. It's just the idea to imagine a band. Imagine you have to hear the melody. You can make a little bass down under, and most of the time this works fine. And then you add chords where you have a place to add chords. And this is it. One simple way to play jazz melodies, jazz standards for a solo arrangement. If you have questions about this topic, you can ask me, you can write me a mail, you can look down under, there you see my mail address, or you can write in the comments, and yeah, ask what you want, and I will try my best to answer your questions. And take the next standard, the next jazz piece you like, and try it for your own. You will see it's not so complicated. Okay, have fun. See you the next time.